Welcome back to Open Source. We're having a grand old time here with Patrick Gerhart, talking all things fintech. Um, I wanna just speculate a little bit in the future, mostly because I have no idea what the answer is to this. But do you think AI is going to make an impact on fintech?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's making an impact right now. I mean, as I like to tell people, AI is technically, I mean, if you want simplicity of AI, put together an Excel spreadsheet, put together coding in it. That's AI. AI has been around for a long time. It's just becoming more prevalent now because the general public, I think, understands it the best, for the first time in history. But I think when it comes to AI and the future of fintech, blockchain, you name it, we are going to be able to code AI to a point to where they will be able to make transactions, recording, and a lot of different processes that we currently do by hand or by computer, person on a daily basis. That's quite strenuous, much easier. I think AI is, it's been around forever in my mind, and this is just a part of the process, the evolution of it. AI is going to be huge in the future, and I don't see anybody who's not going to take advantage of it. Other, like the financial sector, they will definitely benefit.
It's interesting, right? Because like as AGI and ASI, like artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence, right? Basically, just very very powerful AIs that exceed what humans can do. They're going to change the rules. I mean, they're gonna do things like autonomously. They're going to do things of their own volition that are going to affect the economy greatly. Like, is that something you're concerned about in the fintech world, or?
I mean, that's definitely a possibility if you do not put in the guardrails, the checks and balances within those programs. I mean, you can give as much autonomy as you can to AI, but at the end of the day, that's your problem. Depending on what happens with it, you've really got to be mindful in what program you're putting together, and basically the rules that program lives by. If you give it a lot of autonomy, then you're possibly going to have a lot of issues. But if you keep it well controlled, then I'd say the benefit for humanity is only on the upside.
See, we're back to guardrails. So it's interesting, right? Because you're right. I
Mhm.
mean, it's like, well, what are the lines? We can color inside the lines if we can draw the lines. And with fintech defining very very different technologies in a world that's being, run rampant, by
Mhm.
technology. Um, it's amazing to me how few people really understand the nuances, right?
Mhm. No, I would fully agree, and it comes back to the same thing I tell everybody, and I know people are getting sick of it. It comes down to education, the proper education, the basic understanding of a lot of what's going on here with AI, crypto, blockchain. We just need more, and it's got to be correct. And I think we're kind of hitting a point to where the general public is finally starting to understand that.
And what can people do to educate themselves?
There are a lot of great educational resources out there. I know MIT has a course that you can go on and check. Chainalysis, another company, does a very good job. A lot of it out there is free, but not everything. Some of it you have to pay for. But I would just go online and try to find out everything you can regarding whatever area you are interested in. Whether it's blockchain, digital assets, basic fintech. Just go out there, find some quality companies, educational resources to really utilize.
Do you think it's enough to just track the crypto space, or do you think people should be tracking the broader fintech space?
I would start where your interests are. Okay. So if you're into crypto, digital assets, that's where I would start out. But eventually you're going to end up in general financial technology because it's all interconnected in some way, shape, or form. And it's only going to be more so as time moves on.
All right, Patrick, you know so many things. We got another minute. I'm gonna let you wrap up all the things you know in a fintech summary. Um, what do you think? What are your final thoughts on this whole topic?
Final thoughts on this topic. I would stay with just that crypto, it's a type of financial technology that is here to benefit all of us, not just institutions big and small, but also the general public across all borders. We need more guidance when it comes to rules and regulations from all governments across the globe, and I think once we have that, this space is only going to explode more than it is right now.
A mic drop for Patrick Gerhart. I feel like I need to like push a button, go, "Meow, meow, meow, meow," or whatever it is. Patrick, you're welcome back on this show anytime. You're an excellent guest,
Thank you.
and just thanks for coming.